Welcome back to our post-game show here on the Golden Flashes iHeart channel. David Wilson here courtside, joined by head women's basketball coach Danny O'Banion after this 61-53 Buffalo victory over Kent State tonight. Coach, again, 29 turnovers. We've talked about this before. Very tough to overcome those kinds of numbers, and Buffalo really capitalized 27 of their points off of turnovers, and particularly a couple key miscues late opened the door for Buffalo to protect what was at the time a 3-point lead, and they were able to hit some foul shots. And boy, it was those turnovers late that really did you in tonight.
Sure, turnovers were a major challenge for us tonight, Dave, and you have to give credit to Buffalo. They capitalized. Every time we gave them the basketball, they went down and made something positive happen for their team. It's hard not to have a successful outcome when you shoot 45.5% in one half and you hold the opposing team to 28% from the field. But again, when you give away that many possessions, it's hard to overcome that. But again, a lot of credit goes to Buffalo. They were playing on a short roster, as were we tonight, and they were able to make a few more plays than we.
Well, Danny, on Saturday you guys came back from 11 points down to knock off Western Michigan. Tonight you were down by 10 at halftime, only to storm back and take the lead in the second half. You mentioned the defense in the second half was really holding Buffalo down shooting-wise and contesting shots. How did you feel about the effort in the second half when you guys were able to come back?
You know, one of the things I really do love about our players is that they found a way to stay engaged, and they just keep digging. And that's what we asked them to do at halftime in the locker room, just keep digging. We really felt like some of the mistakes that we were making in the first half were mostly our own mistakes, our mental mistakes, you know, some tough decisions with the basketball. And so they came out right out of halftime and did exactly what they knew to do and what they're capable of doing. And so I don't know that anybody on our roster, on our team, was surprised that we took the lead late, because they really committed to staying engaged, and I'm really proud of them for that.
Well, Buffalo played that 2-3 zone, a very loose matchup type of zone, which you guys were expecting. How did you feel that you attacked that, and how did it affect the game down the stretch?
I thought their matchup zone, Dave, was really effective, and as far as it kept our guards guessing a little bit. We were not sure about what passes we were making, but on the flip side, I thought we got some really nice opportunities, especially in the first half at the high post. I thought our team did a nice job of attacking the middle of the floor, which was a goal of ours. But we just again can't give away that many possessions and expect a positive outcome.
Danny, there were a lot of times tonight, even if it did not result in a turnover, it seemed like there was a lot of passes that were juggled, a lot of balls not handled cleanly tonight. That seems to short circuit the offense that you're trying to run, doesn't it?
No question, and we talked about that. Buffalo does a really nice job with their matchup. They really do have some tough players, and we talked about that at halftime very candidly, that those 50-50 plays needed to be ours, not theirs. And so you saw Buffalo getting their hands on more passes than we would like them to, and too often they came up with possession after they knocked it loose. But again, I really applaud our players for their resiliency. Again, 2 games in a row that we faced a difficult situation, and they battled back. Now we've got to get to a place where we don't make our own, we don't become our own worst enemy, and make some tough decisions with the basketball.
Well, Larissa, another nice game for you tonight. 14 points. She hit 4 more threes, 4 out of 6 from behind the arc. Tough to find her late. They were really keeping a close eye on Larissa. I'm sure there's a couple points down toward the end of the ball game you'd have liked to have seen it in her hands for a 3, but she rained some down on them tonight.
She did. You know, we really did miss Larissa when she was out with her injury, and it's really exciting for us to have her come back and really contribute in a very impactful way. And I think also, you know, we're seeing some maturation from Larissa, because early in the season she was shooting the basketball well. Teams were scouting her, and they weren't letting her touch the basketball, or she was not comfortable drawing so much attention. Now you see that she's back in our lineup, and she's being guarded as a 3-point shooter. She's still finding a way to get her opportunities. So she's growing up, you know, right before our eyes, and that's really exciting for the future of our program.
Danny, a big game Sunday against Miami, a very tough opponent coming in here. Your second chance to see them. That's a 2 o'clock game. We'll see you then.
2 o'clock tip. We're excited. We really appreciate the crowd that was here and very energetic tonight, and we hope that they'll bring their friends back on Sunday.